Hello YouTube! Today in the Naughty Librarian, I am doing the Christmas song book tag. This tag was created by Haley in Bookland, and I will leave a link to the original video down below so you can check it out. Obviously, it's very nearly Christmas. I'm getting into the spirit. I've got a Christmassy sweater. I got my Christmas wine glass. It has like a check boxes. It says naughty, nice, or I tried. Which I feel like is accurate. But we're not here to talk about wine and fashion, we're here to talk about books, so let's get into this tag. Number 1, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Pick a villainous character that you couldn't help but love. This is a tough one, because I don't always love villains, but I do find them fascinating. So, a villain I find incredibly fascinating is the Darkling from the Grinch trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. He's just deliciously dark, like the name suggests, Darkling. Because you never really know what's going on in his brain. He's very calculating and cold, and the way that like he interprets like affection and love is so twisted and backwards. It's more like obsession. So he's just an interestingly written character, and I would want to read more about that character. But yeah, he's evil, and you shouldn't date him. He's a bad boyfriend, don't date this guy, but he's fun to read about. Number 2, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Which book do you want to find under your Christmas tree? So I really want my own copy of Fugitive 6 by Pittacus. I have this one from the library, and it is on my TBR list for December, and I will say that I have just recently finished reading it, and I will tell more about it in my wrap-up, but like, the first 2/3 of the book, I wasn't sold. I'll be honest. But that last third, and I'm like, hot damn, this is gonna be a good effing series. The last third is that good that it sold me on wanting to read the rest of however many books are gonna be in the series. Hot damn. Very good ending of this. But yes, I love the Lorien Legacy series. The whole first arc was 7 books. This is the second arc, and this is the second book in it. And I don't have this one. I don't own my own copy, so I want my own copy for Christmas. Number 3, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Name a character that overcomes major obstacles and learns to believe in themselves. I'm gonna go with Eelyn from Sky in the Deep by Adrienne. She definitely learns how to believe in herself. She is a Viking warrior woman, and she is taken prisoner by an enemy clan, and she gets taken prisoner because she finds her brother, who she thought was dead for years, on the battlefield fighting for the enemy clan, so she goes chasing after him. She gets captured. So throughout the whole course of the story, she has to learn about herself and who she is and what she wants out of the world, and is peace possible, learning to accept people who you might not accept on the first glance. So she learns a lot about herself. She believes in herself a lot more by the end of it, and her own strength. And also, major obstacles she's a prisoner for. So I think she fits the bill. Number 4, Santa Claus is coming to town. Which character do you think is going to be at the top of the naughty list? And which character do you think is going to be at the top of the nice list? Ooh, for the naughty list, I'm gonna say Selena Kyle from Catwoman, Soulstealer by Sarah J. Maas. This is part of the DC Icon series. It is phenomenal. I really, really like this a lot. But Selena Kyle is a bad girl, and she gets into bad girl shenanigans throughout this whole book. She gets into a lot of theft, petty crime, street fights, you know, general anarchy and misbehaving. So definitely she's been a very naughty girl, top of the naughty list. Surprise, surprise! At the top of the nice list, I'm gonna say Diana from Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. This is another book in the DC Icon series, and I was like, this is a perfect answer. They're both in the DC Icon series, and they both fit the bill. Diana is obviously Wonder Woman, and she is all about truth and justice, and friendship, and sisterhood, and everything that's like true and just in the world is Diana's made of it, basically. She is so at the top of the nice list. Like, you couldn't put anyone above her on the nice list. She's like taking home the gold. Number 5, Frosty the Snowman. Which book just melts your heart? I went with Beautiful Beginning by Christina Lauren. Technically this is a novella, but I'm gonna say it counts. This is part of the Beautiful Bastard series, and I love that series a lot. It is so smutty. Girl, it is smutty. Mm. Like, you'll need a drink after it. I'm not saying that that's like a bad thing. Like, that's an amazing thing. It's like A+ smut. But this is kind of a little novella, and the novellas, they usually like catch up on the characters where they are, because they're all kind of know each other, interconnecting character stories and stuff. And Beautiful Beginning is a story of Bennett and Chloe's wedding, and things go very awry. So it's really hilariously funny, and at the same time, there's like a big happy ending wedding in it. So it's like, you know, what more could you want? Totally warms my heart, makes me giggle, got everything. Number 6, Feliz Navidad. I've been singing that song all day. It keeps coming on in all the stores because I live in Los Angeles, so they play Feliz Navidad a lot. It's just like, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Like, I can't not dance in the stores, so like, it's like all day I'm just dancing to this song. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Feliz Navidad. Choose a book that takes place in a different country than your own. I read a lot of books that take place in other countries, but the one that I saw on my shelf first was When a Scot Ties the Knot by Tessa Dare. This takes place in Scotland. It's got dudes in kilts, and it's got the Scottish Highlands in it, and oh gosh, I just want to go visit Scotland and see all the kilts. Ooh. I'm sure they're not as cool in real life as they are in romance novels, but a girl can pretend. This takes place in Scotland, and it's fun, it's adorable, it's kind of a quirky heroine who just wants to be an artist and draw wildlife, and then a gruff kind of Scottish sergeant. Was he sergeant? What was he? Captain! Nope, he was captain, he was bigger than a sergeant. So a captain, and basically she invents this Captain Mackenzie as be her fake boyfriend, and then it turns out Captain Mackenzie was real, and getting all these fake letters she was putting in the mail to pretend she had a boyfriend. So he shows up like some years later, he's like, so hey, I'm Captain Mackenzie, and she's like, buh. So, kind of odd couple, very fun. I love Tessa Dare, great. Scotland, Christmas. Scotland goes with Christmas, it's snowy there, right? Yeah, it snows there, it snows there. I'm not really up on places it snows, obviously. Los Angeles, there's no snow. Well, you know what? That's a lie, because if you go like an hour and a half outside of town, you can definitely get snow. So, just saying. This book tag has gone off the rails. I'm blaming wine and Christmas spirit. Feliz Navidad. Number 7 is the most wonderful time of the year. Which holiday-themed book do you use to spread the Christmas joy? This one was hard to answer because I don't read a lot of books that are specifically like based around Christmas, but I did read this one book and Christmas happens in it, and something very important to the story happens over Christmas break. I chose Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. And sorry, it's a movie already, so spoiler alert, Simon is a gay teen who is not out yet, and this asshole kid who I want to like beat around the face and neck with my bare fists outs him on this like blog, and in a really mean way, and that happens over Christmas break, so now everyone in school kind of knows he's gay. And that is very rough. It's a very emotional bit of this scene, and then like he comes out to his family over Christmas. Christmas is a big deal in this book. And overall, this book is like full of joy and hope, and it's just wonderfully delightful. So I feel like if you need some Christmas spirit, it's like a good choice. Number 8, Sleigh Ride. Pick a fictional character you'd most like to spend the holidays with, and it does not need to be a love interest. I want to hang out with Nevada Baylor so much. Nevada Baylor is the main character of the Hidden Legacies series by Ilona Andrews. This is book 1. It's called Burn for Me. It is urban fantasy. Nevada Baylor is a badass private detective with magical powers, and in this world, lots of people have magical powers. It's a really interesting magical system. I love everything about this series. It's incredible, and she is so dope. She's a badass, funny, caring, wonderful person, and I would want to be friends with Nevada Baylor. Nevada Baylor is cool. Like, she would bail you out of jail and then smack you upside the head for being an idiot. Like, I was like, yeah, girl, I'd hang out with you. You're cool. I gotta stop drinking, but I'm not gonna. Number 9, Baby, It's Cold Outside. Pick a book that you didn't like and wouldn't mind sacrificing to a fire to keep you warm when it's cold outside? That is the longest question. I went with A Rogue by Any Other Name by Sarah McLean. I had like such high hopes before I started reading this, and then almost immediately when I started reading this, I realized, oh no, this is going to be bad. Like, I have a video describing why I think this is bad. I'll post a link. There'll be a card over here, or it'll be down below. There'll be some link somewhere, and you can check it out. I have a rant video about this book, but girl, like, it is rough. Essentially, it is kind of a loosely based around Hades and Persephone. There's this like asshat Michael, who I hate, and he's like a scumbag the entire book. And then there's Penelope, who I pity for dealing with Michael the whole time. And it's just, oh, how toxic is this? The rogue in this does not have a heart of gold. He has a heart made of assholes, and no one wants to fuck with you. Like, ugh, it was rough. This one can get burned. I don't believe in burning books, but like, metaphorically speaking, at least it would be serving a purpose for me. Number 10, do you hear what I hear? Pick a book that you think everyone should read. I went with The Handsome Girl and Her Beautiful Boy by B.T. Gottfried. It is so heartwarming and wonderful, and B.T. Gottfried is an incredible kind of author because he writes like these really sensitive stories. They're all kind of involving like teens and sexuality, and in this one in particular you have two gender fluid teens and how they kind of relate to each other, and it's all about just like understanding that like you deserve love no matter what form it takes. Like, if you fall in love with a man or a woman or a gender fluid person or what have you, it's all good because love is important and wonderful, and that's kind of the theme of the book. It doesn't matter what's between someone's legs, and what matters is the content of their character, and love is love is love is love is love. So wonderful. Also, it's funny, it's like hilarious, it has funny chapter headers, like, ugh, Brad. Sorry, his name is Brad, he's a friend actually, but it's a really good book, and Brad wrote an amazing book. I highly recommend checking it out. Ooh. Feliz Navidad. I need to stop. That completes this tag. It didn't say I had to tag people, so I didn't tag anybody. I'm leaving this tag open since it's the holiday season. If you want to do this tag, you are tagged in the Christmas spirit. There you go, a big old tag. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And I will see you guys soon.